So it's been months since our last top 10 PSVR list, so we figured it was time for an update.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's dive into our new revised list for March 25th, 2017.
If your idea of fun isn't fixing cars, working retail, and making soup, you're not alone. But all of these tasks in Job Simulator can be done in any way you want, often yielding hilarious results.
Ports of old Dreamcast-era games aren't the first thing that come to mind when thinking about why I love PlayStation VR. But Res Infinite is simply stunning. It'll take you on the craziest, most intense trip of your life. And when you discover the off-rail section called Area X, your mind will forever be blown.
It's hard to argue with Until Dawn Rush of Blood's formula. Combining light gun shooters with roller coasters and haunted houses proved to be one of our favorite experiences on October 13th and continues to be one of our favorites even over 5 months later.
Plastic is a development team known for trying new things, but no one could have ever anticipated they'd make a 3D VR platformer starring a ballerina in a world made out of pulsating cardboard. And with the most recent patch adding a smooth camera option, Bound is one of the most beautiful games on our list.
You wouldn't know it from screenshots, but Headmaster isn't a sports game. Let's instead label it a puzzle game with a great sense of humor. And now, with the most recent multiplayer patch, it's also a whole lot of fun with a friend.
So far so good, although I'm sure the comments will beg to differ.
So let's keep things going, and here is our top 5.
One of only 2 PlayStation VR games that returned from our first top 10 list, Eagle Flight is still the only game in the ever-growing VR library that has done justice to taking flight. With a big open world, great gameplay variety, and fast responsive controls, Ubisoft nailed the flight mechanics on their very first outing.
We get it. MERVILS doesn't look like the best use of a PlayStation VR headset, but once you get into it, we bet you'll agree. This game's a whole lot of fun. And if you can ignore the awful voice acting, this collectathon will have you hooked.
It's true that you can beat Batman Arkham VR in under 45 minutes, but you'll end up spending hours as the Caped Crusader searching high and low for, and struggling to solve, all 30 of the Riddler's puzzles.
Ah, sir, you're here. Please let me know when I can brief you on the situation.
Into a cube left, post inside, 60.
It doesn't matter if you're a Rally fan or not. Dirt Rally's VR patch made the entire game playable in VR, and we're eternally grateful for it. Be prepared for a super steep learning curve and intense difficulty that makes every victory one to cherish.
Left 4. To finish.
There shouldn't be any surprises here. Resident Evil 7 was terrifying from beginning to end, and playing in VR quickly separated the men from the boys. But even this man was cowering in fear for his entire 14-hour playthrough. Listen, these are just our current favorites, and it kills us not to include amazing titles like The Assembly and Here They Lie.
Yeah, the list is ever evolving, so please stay tuned to Without Parole Games for all the most current and latest PlayStation VR reviews.
Thank you for watching. We love you all.
Everyone.